Well, hi, I'm Tony the Ruvo, founder of Gogobeans. This week we're very excited to announce, yesterday we just launched a new application on the iPhone, Android version coming by the end of the week. We're a content sharing application. And what does that mean? Well, we'll get some screenshots here.
You just happen to have it with you, okay.
Yes, of course. So this is Gogobeans. This is all the content that I own in my life, all nicely rendered on a shelf. It's essentially my digital locker. Now what's really cool about this is if we look at categories, you can see that we don't just support files and photos, but we support all these different types of digital assets, which we call beans, hence the name Beans. So we were tired of saying files, photos, and contacts, so we came up with the idea of Beans.
Okay.
And so we have things like documents, similar to what Google Docs has. We have things like notepads and web bookmarks, which is really popular with our users. So we can take web bookmarks.
If you've got things like documents, like on Google Documents, can you edit them, or are you just viewing them?
You're just viewing them.
Okay.
And if they're a Gogobeans document, you can edit, of course. But we also interface with things like Google Docs by saving the web URL, and it appears in your digital locker.
Wow.
So that's just the start of it, right? It gets better.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is the locker. In this account here, this is a different account, so we're having a couple of assets here. Now, here's when it gets really interesting. We have something that we're introducing this week called Shake to Bounce. And what happens is I can pick a digital asset. In this case, it's a PDF file.
Okay.
And here we are, we're at the convention floor. So in order for us to exchange this type of information with iPhones, usually you would need to go to your email, type in someone's email address, and that gets very tedious. Wouldn't it be great if we could just shake the phone? And we'll give it a little chance, and it's going to ask you to say yes, that you want to receive. Shake the other phone, and lo and behold, the name shows up, and what I'll do is I'll say bounce. It's going to go ahead and do it.
You have to be connected to the same wireless network for
No,
this?
you don't.
Really?
You can be on completely separate networks. So what I'll do is I'll just show you how this came up. Give it a couple of seconds. It'll magically show up on your shelf. Now, if you can imagine, this is not just my digital shelf, but it's also the digital locker of friends and colleagues that share things with me. And there you go, Ali.
All right. So what exactly content you put on here? You put on files?
Files, photos, photo albums, folders, web bookmarks. We have something called notepads, which is kind of your things to do list, your regular text stuff. We have video, audio, and something we call a wallet bean, which is really interesting, very popular. It's where I put all my loyalty cards, all those passwords that I want to save. I put them in something called a wallet bean, so they're always with me.
Cool. All right, and you've got the Android version coming out next week?
That's right.
So if we go to iTunes today, like I'll do as soon as I walk out of here, I look for Gogobeans?
That's correct.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Ali. Thanks for taking the time.